Hello everyone, my name is Pooja Devdas Nikam. So today's date 15 Feb 2022. So I'm going to explain on today's topic JVM architecture in Java programming language. So what is a JVM and why is in a Java programming language use JVM? And so I can explain the JVM architecture in Java programming language. So firstly I can explain the what is a JVM. JVM is also stand for Java Virtual Machine, so it's used to the Java programming language, and JVM is also used to the hardware and software resources. JVM is also available in JDK and JRE. JDK is also Java development kits and it's a Java development kit also provide the tools to the Java programming language, and JRE is also Java runtime environment. So it's provide the libraries to the JRE. It's called as a JVM. JVM is including the JDK and JRE. It's called as a JVM. JVM architecture. I can explain the architecture. First one is JVM architecture is a first one is a class loader, and another one is a memory area, and third part is the execution engine. There are three part is also main part of a JVM. Class loader is a first step of a JVM. So class loader is also used to the loading the class file, and it's used to the Java programming language. And class loader, and another one is verify the code and execute the code, and another one is next is a runtime environment. So it's a five JVM task is also performance to the JVM. Class loader is firstly is also used to the load the class loader to the loader. Then we is also another one is a memory area is also allocated to the JVM. Memory allocated is also five part of memory allocated. First one is a class area, and another one is a stack, heap, and PC register, and native method stack. And it's a allocation of a five part of a memory. First one is a class area. So class area is available in classes and method, fields, constructor. So it's available in classes, and heap memory is also store the heap memory also store the object. So it's called as a heap memory. Another one is a stack. Stack is also first in last. It's called as a stack, and PC register. PC register is also store the addresses to the store the addresses. And another one is a native method in a stack. So native method is available in a Java programming language. And another one, third part of JVM architecture is execution of engine. So execution of engine is also execute the processor and interpreter. It's also process is also executed. Then another one is the interpreter. Interpreter is also used to the bytecode converted to the machine language. So it's called as the interpreter. Then we also is also execution the program. Then another one is a native method interface. So it's a Java native interface is also like as a interface. So it's like as a framework. So it's called as a JVM architecture in Java programming language. And it's a JVM. It's a Java native method interfaces is also provide the interfaces. So it's all about the JVM architecture in Java programming language. So it's a four part. In the first one is a load the is also load the code. Then we also verify the code. Then we execute the code, and then we runtime in our window is also run the code. So I can explain the compiler and interpreter. So compiler is also code is converted to the byte code, and so it's called as a compiler. And compiler is faster to the checking the code. You can directly check the code. So it's called as a faster to the compiler. But interpreter is also used to the bytecode converting to the machine language, machine code. So it's called as a interpreter. And interpreter is also slower. So interpreter is also check the line by line code, then we run. So I can explain the one example of JVM in Java programming language basic program. So first one is create the classes. Then we also available in a main method. So it's print the hello. Then we also print the hello. Then we also command prompt is also used to the command prompt is also used in a Java programming language. Then we run the program of command prompt. Then we also command prompt run the program. Then we is also command. Then we cd desktop. So it's store the firstly start the program. Then we file name is also then we Java C also Java C is also compiler. And then class name, the suppose class name is abc.java. And then we command from check the output. We also compile in the program. Do not any error. So it's another command. We also Java. Then class name suppose abc dot Java. Then we also run the program and display the output. Command prompt is a hello, and hi is also output is also display. So it's called as a JVM architecture in a Java programming language. So thank